Everyone, I'm Rekha Murthy, Assistant Professor from Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering from Sai Vidya Institute of Technology. Today I'm here to discuss about the problem based on the torque equation of induction motor. So here the problem is a three-phase induction motor having a 6 poles stator winding is star connected. So you can just underline the given values. This is star connected, runs at 240 volt 50 hertz supply, and the rotor resistance and standstill reactance, the value is 0.12 ohm and 0.85 ohm per phase. The ratio of stator to rotor turns is 1.8 and full load slip value is 4%. Calculate the developed torque at full load and also calculate the maximum torque and the speed at the maximum torque. Okay. Now here let us write down the given data. Here the number of pole is 6. It is star connected. And the line voltage, this is the line voltage of the stator. So it is denoted as E1L, which is 240 volt. Frequency 50 hertz. Resistance, rotor resistance is 0.12 and standstill reactance means it is X2 0.85 ohm. They have given stator to rotor turns. Okay. They have given a ratio as stator to rotor turns. Stator turns to rotor turns, which is equal to 1.8. And they have given the full load slip SF value as 4%, so it is 0.04. Right? So now they have asked to determine the torque at full load torque. So we have to determine the sub question 1, the full load torque. Okay. So what is the formula for the full load torque? So we know that generally the torque equation is given by K into S into E2 square into R2 divided by R2 square plus S into X2 whole square. Since it is a full load, so take SF. Okay. So here where what is K? K is equal to 3 divided by 2 pi small ns. Right. So let us solve one by one. So here how to get the small ns value? Small ns value you can get it by capital Ns divided by 60. Capital Ns divided by 60. Then how to get capital Ns? Capital Ns we can solve, that is 120 F by P. 120 F by P. Okay. So you have to solve this. How much you are going to get the 120 F by P. Okay. So here when you solve this you will get around 1000 RPM. We will get around 1000 RPM. That is NS value, capital NS value. And small ns when you solve, so that is 1000 divided by 60. Small ns will be equal to 1000 divided by 60. Okay, it leads to 16.67 RPS. Okay, so this is what we get a small ns value. So substitute that value in the K is equal to 3 divided by 2 pi ns. Okay. Before when you substitute here, let us see in the torque equation, because this K value goes here, right? So in that SF is there, and E2 value which you are going to substitute here, it should be E2 phase value. Okay, it should be E2 phase value. So we don't know this value, right? R2 is given, X2 is given, SF is given. Now our aim is we have to determine the E2 phase. To determine the E2 phase, you should know the turns ratio, what we call it as a turns ratio. Here they have given primary to secondary, because stator is considered as primary and rotor is considered as secondary. It is given as a primary to stator is equal to 1.8. But what is turns ratio? Always it is N2 by N1. Correct? No. N2 by N1 means the rotor turns divided by stator turns. Rotor turns divided by stator turns. So which is equal to 1 divided by 1.8. 1 divided by 1.8. Okay. So that will be the value of K. Also, we know that it can be given as E2 phase divided by E1 phase. It can be given as E2 phase divided by E1 phase. Therefore, what is E2 phase? E2 phase value will be equal to 1 divided by 1.8 times of E1 phase. But here again, what is E1 phase? Because it is a star type of connection. What is the relationship between the line voltage and phase voltage? Phase voltage value will be equal to line voltage divided by root 3. So whatever the line voltage you got, 240 divided by root 3. So that gives you a phase voltage. So you need to solve this. Okay. So E2 phase, when you solve, you'll get around 76.98 volts. 98 volts. So you will get this value. So that is E2 phase. Okay. Then after solving this, now you have to find out the full load torque. Okay. Now you have to find out the full load torque. Substitute these values and find out the full load torque. So therefore, TFL value will be equal to 3 divided by 2 pi ns, that is 16.67, okay, multiply by SF is 0.04 multiply by E2 phase square 76.98 square 76.98 square into R2, that is 0.12 divided by 0.12 divided by 0.12 square plus SF is already that is 0.04 multiply by 0.85 whole square. Okay. So when you solve this TFL, so we get the answer as 52.37 Newton meter. So this will be the answer, 52.37 Newton meter. So this will be the solution for the part 1. That is how to calculate the developed torque at full load. Next, we'll find out the maximum torque. Let us find out the maximum torque. Maximum torque, sub question 2. Maximum torque is given by, as usual, the same formula, K into, but here it will change as SM. Okay, K into SM into E2 phase square into R2 divided by R2 square plus SM into X2 whole square. Okay. So what is SM? SM is nothing but R2 by X2. R2 by X2. It leads to 0.141. Okay. Now after substituting here, same thing, 3 divided by 2 pi ns, and instead of SM you have to substitute as 0.141. So now you just check that whether you will get the answer after substituting, whether you will get the answer as 99.8 0.85 Newton meter. Okay. The next one, we have to find out the third sub question, that is the speed at the maximum torque. What will be the speed at a maximum torque? That means the Nm value. What will be the speed at maximum torque? Means corresponding speed will be, I will denote it as Nm. So what will be the maximum, what will be the speed at maximum torque? Okay, so let us denote it as Nm. So we know that in general N is equal to Ns into 1 minus S. So no. Now I want it at a maximum, means here also I have to change the slip value as maximum only. So Sm value you have to take. Okay, if they ask you for full load torque, means this will be N, and here you have to change it as SF value. So SF value you have to take when it is asked for full load speed. This is for the maximum speed, I mean the speed at the maximum torque. So SM value you have to consider. Okay, so when you substitute all these values, so you'll get the answer as 858.9 RPM. Okay, so this completes one problem. So all of you check with the corresponding values after the substitution, then only you can go ahead with this problem. Thank you for watching this video.